is up, guys? How are you all doing today? Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy it's not Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah. Happy Monday, not Monday 2.0 today. I think I'm feeling pretty good. Although I completely phoned it in this weekend. I went out. I had the truck packed. I was ready to go. I've been all excited all week long for all this great weather we were having down here. Woke up Sunday morning. I'm messing with the rods in the truck, and I'm good to go. And I get hit in the face with a gust of 30-mile-an-hour winds. And I said, you know what? F it, I'm out. I pulled everything out of the truck. I said, I'll make my apologies later. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing 30-mile-an-hour winds.
I don't blame you. Ben, you were supposed to bring the tacos. You didn't get the memo?
Yeah, right? How you doing there, Ben, by the way?
What's up, Ben?
What, Ben?
Yeah, it's been crazy. This weekend, nonstop. Saturday, we go over to Ashley's house to help her set up the baby's room and the spare room, where Audrey's going to be staying in the spare room when the baby first comes along to help Ashley out. And that was Saturday most of the day. And then Sunday, getting comfortable just being the way. You guys, someday you'll know about this, but when the kids are out of the house, you kind of get in your own little groove. We're going to be watching the football. We know what we're going to eat and all that. Phone call from Ashley. AC's not working. And here comes her and her dog over to stay the night. And her dog's a pain in my butt. And
yep, I do that to my dad still.
Want to eat. So we survived Sunday. It was an easy fix on her AC, thankfully. So they got that done on Monday morning. Monday morning, me and Audrey got up early, ran to the coast with that trailer done. Got the boat, had some issues, got the boat on the trailer, got the boat over to the mechanic, and now I'm just waiting for him to start telling me what's going on with the boat. I gave him a list of things I wanted him to do or check, so we'll see. That's been my weekend. It was firestorm, no fishing, no nothing. Even the drone video, I sent them the first take. They're like, can you change this, and this, and this? And so I've done that. I think it's good enough for them. I still haven't uploaded and sent it back to them yet. So that's still in the wings.
I've got my boot video that I'm working on right now. Same thing, but they did not provide me with the tools that I requested. So I'm like, I can't film until I get what I need, and I haven't heard back from them just yet.
I got the boots yesterday or the day before, but I mean, I don't know when I'm going to film anything wearing them. Beach, you really don't wear those. I'm going to go down to the beach. Maybe I'll take a little bit of seeing with me wearing them around, but I'm not going to go in the water because they're short boots. So.
Yeah. I'm going to go, like, my trick on that, because I'm probably going to be at the beach fishing with the way things are, and I've got to get the boot thing filmed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a walk out on the jetty with the boots, the slip-resistant boot on the jetty, and I'll be like, oh, thank God I got these boots. And then I'm going to the beach, getting barefoot and going fishing.
There you go. That sounds like a plan.
Grant, what have you been up to, man?
Still remodeling the kitchen. We are pretty much done. Got to wait 4 to 6 weeks on new countertops. But got the new refrigerator, new stove hooked up.
Envious of that.
Got the new ceiling fan put in. Got the threshold between the kitchen and the laundry room put in yesterday. So it's getting there.
Awesome.
Slowly. But it's still been hot up here. It was 87 here today. So hot and sunny still, even though happy fall. I think, what was that, 2 days ago? Officially fall now.
Is it already? Oh, you're right. That's that's mid-September.
Yeah, it's still freaking hot here. Ben, those storms that come through like that through Texas, when they get north of San Antonio, they split in half. And one side goes on one side of San Antonio, the other side goes on the other side of San Antonio. We don't see none of that crap.
Yeah, we're on the lee side of San Antonio, so you catch the nothing in that void.
It's ridiculous. We haven't had any rain. Everybody, we've got 2 inches of rain over here and 4 inches over there, and not a drop.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been sad.
Just a big dust bowl.
Yep. A little bit of wind. We got some breeze.
Yeah.
Real quick roll call in the chat. We got Mr. Ben Covarrubias, Gunpoint Llama, who's driving. I think he's headed to go fishing right now. Dolly Llama, how you doing there, man? Good to see you. And of course, Mark J. Larson, sir. How are you doing?
What's up, Mark?
Doing pretty good. I'm a little bit bummed that I didn't get out this weekend. That bummed me. I was literally like, I was at the truck with the truck packed, and I had that wind blowing me in the face. I mean, I just caught that first gust, and I was like, I have got to go. I've got to film a video because I got nothing on the docket. I've got to do some fishing, which I haven't done in forever. I've got the truck loaded. Is this an issue of like, am I being a crybaby about this? I'm mentally wrestling with myself, and I was like, dude, it's 30-mile-an-hour winds. That's going to be a suck video, and you're not catching any fish.
You're learning that sometimes it's better just to pack it up.
Cut bait.
Mm-hmm. Where's my microphone? That's a problem.
Gunpoint. Looks like got some good rain, which is great. We were in a drought. We're in a drought too. We're still in it though.
Yeah, bad drought. Lakes are drying up. Canyon Lake's lower than it's ever been in history.
You want to back that mic off like 2 inches. You're peeking out just a hair. Clipping just a bit. Dalai Lama doing good here. Just made food. Hopefully Wi-Fi stops being dead so I can play some Minecraft. My daughter found Stardew Valley. That's all I'm going to say about that. Had a conversation just before we went live. We're going to review some of our device policies. I'm not living like what we are all supposed to be doing here. I'm not as committed to it as I need to be. My daughter is not spending enough time outside, so we're going to take action on that tonight after the stream. We're going to start setting up some outdoors activities.
Do it.
Yep.
What's the closest fishing spot to you, like distance-wise?
30 miles.
30.
For spots that I'm terrible at. Yeah, fishing's it was really in hindsight not the smartest thing to do a YouTube channel on. I got to drive at least an hour to do it, but I stand behind it. I'm still going to do it.
Do it. Make it happen.
So we got a couple of things we need to be talking about tonight. For one, we've got an important fishing topic. Let me bring up some stuff here. Oh wait, no, that's not it.
What the?
That's Wild Japan's catch of the day.
Nice.
That's funny.
I had to bring that up because he was doing fishing. We got some pictures coming up and everything.
He's not in here, is he?
He went, not yet. I hadn't seen him, so he missed it. He's gonna have to rewatch. Sorry, bud.
That's funny.
Had to do it. But so yeah, okay. So we've got some stuff we need to take a look at here. Let me bring up this. This is our main story for tonight, and we need to kick things off with this whole thing that's going on down in Louisiana. Let me show you what I'm talking about. This is nearly 1 million dead fish that washed up on the shore in Louisiana. And what happened was they've got these guys who we talked about it a little bit last week. They got these guys who are out there and they are netting up these fish. They were catching more than what their nets could handle. So they had to dump nearly 1 million fish dead into the water. A lot of the bycatch of this was redfish, which is a heavily regulated species around here. It's a big-time sports fishing species. This is probably going to have an impact on, at the very least, it's going to be taken into consideration when they decide on the fishing regulations of 2024. So
not only that, a lot of that's menhaden, right? So that's a bait source for a lot of the fish we want to catch.
Yeah, it is,
including those reds.
Hey, Grant did the math on this. What does that come out to? What were they charging?
It was like 1.2 billion pounds, but they said it was only like $1 million worth of, $1 million worth of fish. So it was like 0.01. It was like 1 cent, almost 2 cents a pound, I guess it was.
Yeah. Like that's what this commercial harvest equates to, is like
just on the menhaden. Yeah.
On the menhaden. They're doing this for something like maybe 2 cents a pound of product.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Very,
Very valuable when you throw those guys on a boat for $17,000 a year. I'm sure. I don't know what they're making. I'm guessing that.
right. Yeah, it's pretty sad. But yeah, it was like 2 different boats. They had net problems.
Yeah, there was multiple. It was something like 6 boats. 2 of them had net problems. A couple of them prior to that had dumped their load before the nets became a problem. It's been, and so I was, my take with this is I don't even really blame the guys on, like, I don't blame the guys on the boat. The problem that I have with this is that it was multiple boats and they're catching more than what they can handle. To me, this just screams somebody at the top. This is a manager trying to make a profit, somebody who is trying to, they're making judgment calls at a higher level saying, yeah, take the fish, or yeah, the nets can handle it, or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And that kind of pisses me off.
Yeah, leaving the nets in too long or something.
Yeah.
You got to do a better
At the very
job.
least, the captain of the boat. A lot of these boats, that's who owns the boat, is the captain.
Right.
Yeah, there's your redfish.
Yeah, killing the reds.
Is there a big difference for you guys as far as live bait versus dead bait down there? Like if you just went on the beach and picked up a bunch of these dead, threw them in the freezer, would it do very good for bait?
If it was fresh dead, right, you froze it right away, it's not horrible for bait, but live bait's always better.
Right.
Yeah. These guys, if somebody was getting them right as they were going off the boat, I would use that as bait. But by the time they wash up on the beach,
Yeah, you're right.
They're cannon fodder.
Yeah. Be good catfish bait or something, but about it.
Crabs.
Crabs.
But the crabs are full. They don't care. They're stuffed. Crabbing the next year is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Something would eat it. Yeah.
Yeah, even the seagulls are going to be stuffed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably a very foul smell down there as well.
Yeah, beachgoers probably aren't enjoying that much. Trash Godzilla.
That was a story arc in one of the Godzilla movies, I think. Is that what they did? They were dredging the bottom of the ocean. That's how you find that purple material and the vibranium. You can't get into the countries in Africa.
Yeah, I think there's got to be some significant fines, and they got to find a way to regulate. If they're using nets, your net's got to be able to handle whatever your load is, or you have to have a certain load. You don't go beyond something. Somebody said, like Dalai Lama said, regulation issue. I agree. I'm usually not one for calling for more regulation on anything, but in that situation, yeah, there's got to be overwatch and then accountability.
Right.
My thought on
My
this.
net tore open. Well, then you should have had a better net.
Yeah, my thought on this is that this is the problem, and the reason I want to make this like a primary issue and a theme discussion tonight is because they're not going to set the regulations until February, I think, is when they do the regulations for the 2023 season. Yeah. So I don't want this to be forgotten when that happens. I want people to be like, oh, so you cut our redfish limit, you added an inch to the size limit or whatever the case may be. They want to slip something in. Then I support regulation. I support conservative efforts. But if you're telling me that I have to catch less fish, I have to practice what I do less, or whatever the case may be, because of that guy, like that's bullshit. I don't support
commercial fishermen ruining it for the recreational fishermen.
Yeah, and that happens a lot. That's a big issue with the snapper thing already. I'm sure
Absolutely.
it's already with
Red snapper.
Yeah, they should have to pay for those red snapper just like you would have to if you had kept more than you were supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. This is something like I'm in those meetings sometimes. I plan on being in them more in February if they start talking, especially about like redfish limits or anything. I'm going to be highly sensitive on that subject. And Matt, this is going to be the thing that I bring up.
Definitely.
Let's see.
Definitely. Well, you got to get more than one boat to all work together and try to keep that a secret. I don't know. They wouldn't be able to. You know how people are. They're going to talk. If it was done on purpose, there'd be multiple people get pissed off at the captain or whatever, drinking in the bar and say, "You know what we did?"
Yeah. Very minimal recreational fishermen cause issues. Yeah, and we talk about this a lot. Like, this is a subject that we mention multiple times every year. I don't mean to beat a dead horse or anything, but also when you see something like this happen, and we've all seen this happen, and then we've all seen the regulations, that come as a result of that. So it's like, be aware that happens.
Yeah,
Right.
that's true. Yeah, 15-inch on speckled trout, all back to the old rules.
Yep.
I hope you're not right about the rest of that.
And that's rare. Like, we celebrate this. Like, wow,
Yeah.
look at this thing that they did. This is cool. I support this, and I'm glad they went this direction.
Yep.
Let's keep this going.
Be interesting to see if it actually helped putting that regulation in.
Yeah.
It'll probably take all kinds of studies. I'm sure they're doing them, right? They get a lot of money to do that stuff, and it will be interesting if they ever post anything,
Right.
I think too, one of the issues with this, one of the things that people don't talk about too much, is that it's federally regulated. Okay, snapper is federally regulated, and they don't let states
in the federal waters. Yeah.
Federal
Yeah.
waters.
Oh no, you're right. Yeah.
So that's also another thing on this that has been an issue in the past. The commercial fishermen even like fishing, or some of that do it as a job.
I'm sure some of them, especially the hands, it's probably, it's a job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Fishing in the house?
Say somebody that was raised on a boat, commercial fishing or crabbing or lobstering or whatever like that. It's more of a way of life.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle for them.
Yeah. And imagine if you're doing anything that you do where you are required to do that for your 40 hours per week. Everything that goes along with that is going to kind of take some of the fun out of it. You got to do it regardless of the wind.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's that old thing where don't make your hobby into your job because it'll take fun out of it. I wouldn't want to be a fishing guide.
Yep.
Because that'll take the fun out of it. So I go by that for sure.
I like it.
Speaking of that, that's a profession that Dalai Lama Gods is looking to get into. Commercial fishermen, recreational fishermen poaching 2 undersized fish a month is going to have less of an impact versus what we're seeing going on here. But regulation and stuff aside, with one a lot more than the other. Yeah. So basically saying that if you take one 14-inch trout, the impact that you are having on the ecosystem is a drop in the bucket compared to what just happened with all these Louisiana guys.
Yep. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a game warden either. I wouldn't want to be in law enforcement at all because I'd probably get fired for shooting dumb people or something.
We got a whole other issue with law enforcement. I think that is one of those spots that is one of those positions that has probably the most ridiculous job requirements I've ever seen in my life. Kudos to the men and women who are out there doing what they're doing. I support them 100%.
Especially in this day and age.
Stupid the requirements that are put on you for your job.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, I couldn't have a job where I got to deal with dumb people. So law enforcement, even fishing guide, you get 6 drunk dudes on your boat. You don't know them, and I just don't want to deal with that kind of crap. I have a hard enough time dealing with my friends.
Cheers to that.
Mm-hmm. It'd be worth some of the great moments. Getting to see people catch their first fish or something like that would be pretty cool.
You could do that without being a guide, invite somebody along, a friend or family member that doesn't fish much and help. Absolutely. Those are awesome moments.
Be a YouTuber and do that. Anybody who, if you're watching this right now, after the fact, whatever the case may be, and you have any dreams and aspirations of being a YouTuber, you need to do exactly that. Go to the beach, go to the jetty, go to the piers, and make your entire channel about just catching video of that guy's first catch.
Yeah.
That would be epic.
That would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait to get this boat straight and then get the future granddaughter. She's going to be born in February, so I'll give her a little bit of time. But then she's going to grow up knowing the deck of a boat, fishing, water sports, just outdoor stuff, right? That's going to be my goal as grandpa.
Yeah.
So she'll be my deckhand.
Yeah, I like the sound of that. That would be, I mean, that is kind of one of your responsibilities as grandpa.
Yep, I agree.
That's in the code.
Yep. Unfortunately, the other two are up in Connecticut. I do what I can, but they're a long ways off. But this one will always be here in Texas. So
why have we not seen any Connecticut fishing videos, John? I'm kind of curious.
I haven't fished in Connecticut. They came to Michigan, and then I got video with my grandson on the boat in Michigan. And this year, we might have them in Michigan again, just the grandkids. Mom and her spouse are going to go on a trip to Iceland, I think. And the grandkids are going to come to Michigan with us I think this year we got to go up in June to make that happen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, man, I got some pictures to share with you guys sometime. Uncle Leonard has started the work on the house. And from the outside, it's a completely different looking house. I'll share some photos. You guys have been there, so you know what the house looked like. I'll share some photos.
You know what? This is what we need to do. I'm not going to be here next week. I've got some other commitments I'm going to have to be involved with. We need to do a stream dedicated entirely to the Weekend Warrior. Let's all take pictures of our remodel stuff. We'll set up a thing in the Discord server. Everybody who's in there who has those honeydews they haven't got to yet, do them now. We'll set up a thing in there, and we'll do an entire thing dedicated simply to home remodel.
Grant could lead the way on that one.
I got pictures. Yeah. I've got pictures. Before and after pictures are a lot different.
My problem is I got a lot of before pictures, but I don't have the after pictures because I'm not done with anything yet.
I got 10 years. I've got like remodel stuff that I'm starting to do the remodel on the old remodel.
Yeah, that's the same boat I'm on. What's that thing? If your husband says he's going to do something, don't nag him 3 months later because it isn't done. Something like that. It'll get done. It's just not quickly.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what the rest of that is. I'm not familiar with it, but I feel like I'm living it.
Yeah.
We got Danny fishing without a boat is in the house. What's up, man? Good to see you.
There you go, bud.
Gunpoint Llama is on location. He's fishing now because that was just a couple minutes ago. Looking forward to seeing how you do, man. Good luck. Fish Head Videos. How's it going there, man? Good to see you. Appreciate you coming back. Always a pleasure. Darling Llama God's off topic, but thinking that when we move, I'll start playing about with a couple of motors and make a little motorized beach buggy. So he does a lot of reel repair and stuff. He likes to get old reel, any kind of reel, and fix them and work on them and juice them up. So a project like that, like I could see you making money off any this stuff that you do. But anytime you can do anything like that with a motor, that's money.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely be cool.
Yeah, how to make a motorized beach buggy. I'd say that'd be a good video.
Heck yeah.
I know about 100,000 people in Padre Island that would be curious about that.
Yep, I agree. So you doing a Sharkathon this year, Stanley, or is this trip to Dallas going to encroach on that?
I'm going full steam on this one. I'm driving up. I decided to drive instead of fly. I'm driving up to Dallas on Monday. The conference is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. The fishing tournament starts Friday morning at 6 a.m. So I'm driving back Thursday night, going straight to the beach and fishing Friday morning. The whole sleep thing is
overrated.
Secondary. Yeah.
Have you figured out where you're fishing yet?
No, because it's going to be dependent on on everybody, like where all those camp things are set up. I'm probably not going to go too far. It kind of depends on the conditions. Also depends on, like you want to come hang out, but if you don't want to go to pins, I'll take that into account.
Well, we're coming down Friday morning, probably get down there between 9 and 10. Okay. And for that day, we're just going right there by Bob Hall, that area we fished before, all of us. Okay. And for that day, we'll fish there. And then weather permitting, on Saturday, we want to get up butt crack of dawn and run down pins a ways and see if we can get away from a lot of the people. No Sharkathon, there will be a lot of people.
A lot.
But see if we can get into something down that way. Haven't been down pins in a long time, so.
We did a big haul down pins like early January this year. It was really pretty. But I haven't been down to the Nicaragua shipwreck. I haven't been down to the jetty. I've been wanting to get the family down there. And
I've never been that far down. I've never been that far. First I've gone down is about 30 miles.
You got to do the whole run sometime. It's a different world down there.
Yeah, but
I know it's like 30 miles. It's not like it's going to be wildly different, but the shipwreck, the jetty down there. Those are milestones.
Yeah.
Ben says Friday the 6th is a work day, but he'll be in Corpus and make a big push for pins on Saturday too. So it sounds like we're going to be teaming up on this one.
Wherever I'm at, I'll have the outdoors or the A&J Outdoors flag up flying. So if you see it, come on by.
Yeah, we'll get organized on it. Anybody who's going to be in that area, we can all hang out. We need to get old Nick Meyer to come hang out with us. He's a hard one to get hold of.
Beach guy.
Mm-hmm.
Beach reports.
So on a different note, slightly different topic, John, you brought this to my attention. I'm going to pull up the slides here. This is an unfortunate story. I'm sorry to hear this one, but check this out. So they caught this out. I don't know the full story on this. What happened? They caught the alligator, and then they found out that it had eaten somebody.
So here's what happened when it first broke. The story was they found this 13-plus foot alligator. This is Florida, and there was a corpse beside it, a dead body. But then further stories came out what actually happened, and somebody videoed it. I've never seen the video yet. I'm not sure if it got out there or if the internet shut it down, but they actually saw this gator swimming in a canal system with the body in its mouth. And so they came, Florida wildlife folks helped them. They killed the gator humanely and then recovered the body. But there hasn't been a lot of info since, like, was somebody died and the gator found the dead body? Did the gator kill the individual? Not seeing any updates on that report. So I'm not sure, but I do know that somebody videotaped that gator swimming with a body in its mouth. That's all I know for sure.
Yeah, I hadn't seen that. I think they identified the body. I saw that they had some pictures. It was a female, and I didn't want to dig too deep into this. I didn't want to read about it. It's really kind of a heartbreaking thing from just what I've seen, and I didn't want to. Yeah.
If it were me, I think I'd rather the gator found my dead body. Like I died from a heart attack or something rather than killed by a fucking gator. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Gator is not a good way to go.
No.
Could you imagine?
Yeah. But hey, it's Florida. Stuff happens there. They got the herpes monkeys. And
when we were first talking about this, all seriousness about this story aside, when we were first talking about this and I saw it was Florida, I was like, oh, Florida, because of course it's Florida.
Yeah, exactly. All that crazy stuff happens in Florida. Hey, Danny, we even talked about it already. You were here a little bit late, young man. Spent too much time on that guitar. Ben brought it up, but yeah, it dropped back to 15. We're just hoping it's going to stay that way.
And hope it helped. Hopefully it helped out so you'll catch it down.
I know folks are picking up some really nice fish down there on the jetties lately. Snapper.
I'm hearing stories.
Snapper.
A lot of mangrove. It's been like for the last 2-3 years, the mangrove's been doing really good out there.
Yeah, and that's one thing. In Texas, they're not regulated. There's no size limit or none of that for mangrove snapper.
Yeah.
So that's pretty nice.
And they're hard to catch. Like not terribly hard, but they're line shy, which is nice. You know, it makes it to where that's going to keep the population around. I love the mangrove thing.
Yeah,
all the way around.
They're delicious.
And they are one of the best tasting fish you can get on the beach.
Of the snappers I've had, I would take them over red snapper, to be honest with you. A nice mangrove.
You're wrong.
No, I wouldn't.
Red snappers, well, I don't know, some of those other ones. There's a lot of snappers, by the way.
Yeah, now I haven't had Cabrera snappers and all those I haven't had. I've had Lane.
Yeah.
I've had mangrove. I've had red snapper.
The beeliners.
Yeah, beeliner. I caught beeliner, so I've had beeliner. Beeliner's good. To be honest, I think red snapper is overhyped.
It is. It is overhyped. I would disagree with that.
Them keeping the limits and the seasons short helps that hype. We can only get this delicious fish these days of the year, and then, you know what I mean? Come out on our big ass boat, and we'll kill 100 and so of them. It's not bad. I'm not saying red snapper's bad, but I think mangrove is as good, if not better.
I think you'd be hard pressed telling the difference, to be honest with you. I mean, you're going to tell from the size of the fillet, the actual flavor. I don't know. I don't know that you can tell the difference too good.
I don't know.
I don't know if I could. And I
put that to the test. Sometime we got to plan some kind of snapper trip where we're going to be able to catch mangrove, red snapper, lane snapper. What's funny to me is I think lane snapper is harder. I've only caught one. I think they're harder to catch in Texas than a mangrove, but they're regulated in Texas. There is a size and all that for lane snapper, but not for mangrove. I don't understand that.
Don't they follow some kind of pelagic rule where it's like there's a pelagic rule, just straight up pelagics are 20 per. Well, they're not a pelagic, but
yeah, they're not. I don't know. It's just weird.
I thought it was something like a 20 fish limit or something for weird reasons.
You know what else is weird? Oh, there's a total poundage that they fall in. I know that. But for Texas, it's ridiculous. There's no regulation on mahi-mahi in the Gulf right now.
No. I thought that was that's a pelagic. Yeah, I thought that was a 20 fish per boat or 20 fish per person.
Right, but there's no size limit or none, or how many of them you can have. There's none. I looked on Texas Parks and Wildlife. I looked in the federal fish app. I forgot what it's called. And then I searched online, and right now there's no regulation in the Gulf of Mexico on mahi-mahi. Like, you want to keep a 10-inch mahi-mahi, you could.
Yes. Look, those things are probably like one of the most prevalent fish in the ocean. They're everywhere.
They're
so I support that. Like we're all, and they are super fast. Yeah, you can catch a 10-inch fish after like something like 3 months or something. It's a ridiculous growth rate. But they also like all the fishing that we do is what predominantly you want to say within 30 miles of the beach. 99% of the fishing that happens in the world happens by recreational fishermen, at least. It happens like really close to the beach. These guys are everywhere. There are a billion of them in the Gulf of Mexico, probably out there in the middle of it where there's nobody fishing.
I remember last year I was watching a lot of the Florida channels. They're like, what's happened to our mahi? They're all chicken mahi, which is the small ones, and this complaint and that complaint. And then this year, all of a sudden, they're like, hey, the mahi are back. No. Well, yeah, they grow fast. So if they were chicken last year, they're big boys and girls this year. You know what I mean?
Nice. They're coming in on seaweed. They're riding the currents. You get a hurricane coming through. It's either pushing them in or scaring them off or something. You know,
it seems like
they do not care.
If you can find anything holding bait out there, you might be able. You got a chance to find mine.
Yep. That is I'm hoping. So I'm seeing that with the mahi, and I hope we don't have a hurricane mess us up before I get a chance to get out there and get some.
We're getting to the tail end of hurricane season.
Yeah, but we got that one that's, the cone of, what is that? Rachel has a name for it, the cone of opportunity or something. That
I ain't seen it yet.
They have like the hurricanes here, and they're like, well, it could go here or here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the spaghetti images. So, like half of them point to Texas, like half of them are taking it up into the Gulf of Mexico or something, I think.
Well, hopefully. Well, sorry, Florida. Well, look, as a fisherman, I want to stay away from us. As a Texan in the middle of a terrible drought, I'm sorry, Texas coast, but if it hit in the right place, it could push up to here, and we would end our drought. So.
Yeah. I can't argue with that.
You guys on any water restrictions?
Yeah, you know what? That would probably.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're on stage 3 now. I think you can only hand water certain time of the day, certain day of the week, based on your address. Even addresses can water on these days, odd addresses on these days. So I don't water shit anymore. Everything outside is dead or it's something that grows well in Texas. Grass is brown.
Don't have to worry about mowing it.
That's right. If I had my choice and I was doing landscaping, I'd go all eco landscape where nothing requires watering. Whatever plants can live in Texas naturally would be planted, and then it'd be stonework, rocks, different gravels, stuff like that.
I like it.
I ain't wasting my time standing out there trying to. Maybe when I retire, I'll feel like doing that, but right now I ain't got time for all that mess.
We're going to have a rock yard. You're going to be that dude with the cactus and the rocks in the front yard.
Hell yeah, I would. Well, who knows how much longer we're going to be in this house after we retire? Probably not much longer.
That's nice. Yeah, you got some plans on are you moving? You're moving to Michigan, or are you looking at coming down to the island?
Summers, we're going to be in Michigan. Winters, we're going to be down here somewhere, right? So we're looking possibly replacing this house with fifth wheel. So during the winter, we'll be RVing down here. And then summers back up to the Michigan house. But depending on how property taxes and all that crap goes here in Texas, because that's the one thing keeping me from wanting to keep something in Texas is the property taxes are stupidly ridiculous. But if they change, like they've been talking about, possibly a condo down in the Rockport area. So we don't know. We know we'll be down here because our granddaughter's going to be here. My other daughter, who's in the Navy up in Connecticut, is going to retire in 26. And they're already talking about possibly moving to just north of Austin. So if they're in Texas also, then yeah, we're definitely going to be spending time in Texas.
Yeah. Got to see them grandbabies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Danny's got it. A Zeroscape, whatever I don't know how you pronounce that.
We had talked about doing Zeroscape.
Now, I don't mind mowing if it's a riding mower.
Yeah, neither froze up.
Yeah, I think it was you. I don't know. It might have been all of us. Like my lawn and all that, when I do have grass growing, I already pay somebody to do it. But up in Michigan, that big ass lawn area, you guys know, got one of those zero-turn. Leonard has a zero-turn mower. I'll jump on that thing. It's got a cup holder. Shoot, I don't mind rolling around with that. Mm-hmm. What is it? 75.
That's all I need to do.
75 degrees, 80 degrees
Couple
max.
Cherry red.
Easy peasy.
I like that Zeroscaping.
Huh?
I just looked at that. However you say it, Zeroscape.
Yeah.
Pretty neat. Drought resistant.
Make it look really nice.
Right. Shoot, did you see that picture Danny posted where a truck had ran through one of his houses?
Oh, yeah, on Facebook. Yeah. That's crazy. So when he says one of his houses, I'm assuming
one he's building
houses and he rents them out.
Or builds, yeah.
Yeah, but a truck went right through. It looked like it hit in through the garage. I don't know, Danny. Correct me if I'm wrong, but either way, that's not. My boss had the same thing happen in a truck or a car went through his back fence that's along the roadway, through his fence and hit his house. I'm like, God dang, drunk son of a gun.
Not paying attention.
Yeah, that's how it is up in Michigan. They got, I don't know, probably about a half acre, maybe a little more, both our properties together. So that zero turn lawnmower is sweet.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
My
That's
dad,
get to bucking.
my dad, they got like 3.5 acres or something in Papalote where they live, and that log cabin. They got a zero turn mower, and he talks about it all the time. You know, like all the grandkids have learned how to drive it, and they all go for a ride on it, and have this big fun time.
Mhm.
And,
That's fun.
and yeah, he had surgery, or he's having surgery on his shoulder this week, and so he's going to need some help. And he was telling me, he's like, "Oh, you don't mind helping me with the lawn?" It's like, I got the zero turn, and it's a lot of fun. It's a blast. It has cup holders and like all the. He's selling me on this. He's giving me the hard sell, like how fun this is. I'm all about it. It sounds like a lot of fun. But what he's not remembering and what he's not saying is that when we first moved there, I spent like 5 years mowing that place with a push mower.
Now, was it a motor push motor or just that wheel thing that?
No. It didn't have the where it automatically drives. It didn't have that. Like I had to push that thing. It was just like one of those $75 like, you know, got a couple of clubs for blades, and we hit every damn stump in the yard. I destroyed that thing so hard. I was so mad mowing that lot with it.
Well, now you can go back and relive those memories in a much more enjoyable environment.
Yeah. We'll see about that.
I've always told Audrey, I don't mind mowing if I have a riding mower. I tell her, I want a tractor. And she's like, what are you going to do with the tractor? Well, nothing, but I want a tractor.
Yeah, whatever it'll let me do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I will build houses.
Whatever. Tear stuff down. Pull out stumps.
Exactly. Make friends.
Yeah.
Be out there in the parade pulling a trailer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Upstanding pillar of the community kind of stuff.
So that's the next thing now. They're talking about a pontoon in Michigan. A couple years, because her cousins and all of them, they got little ones, you know, under 5. A couple, they want to go out on the lake and floats and pull behind and all that. And I'm like, well, pontoon's very stable. It's good for families beyond, but I can also throw a trolling motor on that thing and troll for walleye with it too. So,
yeah.
Dual purpose pontoon wouldn't be a bad deal at all.
Yep. You know, I gotta say, like, I'm very blessed to get the onto the boats that I do, go fishing with the guys that I do. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. Like, I'll be the first one to tell you that. But that having been said, I will say those pontoon boats are an absolute guilty pleasure for me.
Mm-hmm.
Super comfortable.
Yep.
A lot of room.
Yeah, that's what we were in when all me and the Army buddies go to Canyon Lake is pontoon boat, right? You can fit like 10 people on that sucker and just we go out, anchor up, get the floats going, and everybody just ties off to the pontoon and enjoy ourselves. It's a good time.
I'd like to do that out at the beach sometime, one of these days. If you ever find one. Gentlemen, what do you say? It is that time. We need to take a look at some pictures. We got a few to look at.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Farmall coming in with the $1 super chat.
Well, boom!
That's not Farmall.
Thanks,
Here,
Farmall.
sir. All right, so it is that time. We need to take a look at our photos of the week, courtesy of the Premier Fishing and Hunting Discord server. There is a link in the video description below. If you have not already joined in, that you should, because we have a whole lot of fun. We have a good time in there. I'm about to show you all the stuff that we do. What's up, Wild Game Pursuit? Good to see you, man.
Yeah, Wild Game. We haven't seen you in a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So first up, photos of the week. We got the guys who just got outdoors and made a good day of it. We got Ghost, who made a little rundown to Texas. He's in Wyoming or West Virginia. I think it's WV. Is that West Virginia? I don't know. He's in Texas on that picture of that cardinal. We got Wild Japan getting out there outdoors and smelling some fresh air. And Kitchen Gamer, a buddy of mine, a YouTube creator who I'm friends with, he helps me out with a lot of stuff, is in Spain right now doing a little trip in Europe.
That's pretty. Gunpoint
Yeah, that's
Lawn
cool
says
stuff. I told him that
kills so far.
Nice. That dude's killing it. You'll see in a minute. I can't do a slideshow without like 50 of his pictures. He gets them like every day.
He's up to 4.
Wearing them out.
Bacon Rider.
Here we are with Ducky, Vigo, Wild Japan, and Bacon Rider with catches all around the world.
Wild Japan, that's the biggest fish I
I
think.
don't even know where. Yeah, right. He's moving up the ladder.
Yeah, he's usually
Next
doing
to
the
that,
micro.
that marlin from earlier.
Yeah.
But right there.
He does.
I can't tell what duck he has.
He had it was a little perch, I think, that took a bait that it never should have.
That
I
happens.
believe is what that one was. Oh, by the way, for the contest tonight, we're going to do something a little bit different. I forgot to mention that, but I'm just going to go ahead and allude to that now. We'll get to that in just a moment. Right now, just enjoy the pictures. But just know that we're going to do a little bit of a different twist on this whole contest for tonight. There's Gunpoint, who just hauled in his 4th catch of the day. Already out there. Instead of sitting here, well, he's enjoying the stream.
Cat and a bass.
And he got himself, check this out, his first pike on his first time fishing in the river.
That's
Or
some neat
first time
colors.
fishing in the river and first time pike somewhere else. I don't know the
That's some
details.
neat colors on that pike.
Yeah,
Yep, he's killing
it
it.
was a cool looking shot of it too. I like that. I like that photograph of it.
That's a
Gunpoint,
heck
keep
of,
doing what you're doing, man.
yeah, heck of a variety.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Audrey.
There's the A from A and J.
Hey, what's up?
Always a pleasure.
Absolutely.
Hey, yeah, wild game. That's how it goes. Totally understand that, man. But we miss your company. I've done that a few times myself. Next up, check this out. Big fish. EVR with a 19-inch, 4-pound bass. And
Nice.
Ben, we go fishing. Dude, that is a sick catch. I was sweating. I got to say, I was sweating when he posted this picture. I thought he was about to beat my personal best. He didn't, but he got super close.
Well, he's within 2.5 inches of mine.
Yep, same here. Mine's a 40.
Mine's a 40.
Technically, it's a 40.
Karen's got a shark up there.
She got her first shark, or her biggest. I'm sorry, it's her PB shark.
Yeah. Yep, they've been killing it.
A lot of nice
Yeah.
fish.
Congratulations on epic hauls all the way around, guys. That's awesome.
Yep. Oh man.
We got Clay with a first carp. That's also beneath him. He went out and did some saltwater stuff. I don't know what kind of stingray that is with the spots, bottom left corner, but that's a
Oh.
freaking cool looking fish.
Really neat looking.
I like that picture underwater like that too.
Yeah.
It's a fat catfish too.
Tigers fan tearing it up. Pug Attack out there did a little bit of night fishing. And just generally tearing it up out there doing the fishing. We are always happy to see pictures from pugs.
They're good variety.
Yep.
Mhm.
Pretty picks too. Those are some pretty catches.
No hunting picks yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
Now Saturday or this weekend, bow season for deer and turkey starts here in Texas.
Yep. So I'm expecting to see a lot of pictures. We want to see
Yeah.
some red meat in here.
Nice striped bass.
AZ, first striped bass, and a heck of a catch on that. Pretty fish.
Mhm.
Keep that up, man. That's a good catch.
Oh, somebody else
Hey.
doing some wheeling.
Jarl and Gatito, man, taking it to the mud with the trucks. These guys are having some fun, so I thought I'd go ahead and post this on here. What's funny about this is I don't know where Jarl is from. Gatito is here in Texas, I think. I believe he's in Texas.
Can you close in on that license plate and figure out what type of plate it is?
Oh, I should have blurred that. I didn't think about it.
I don't think
Sorry,
it's
gentlemen.
U.S. I don't think it's U.S.
Yeah, hard to
Looking
tell.
at it.
Either way, I'm envious. Both of them stick trucks.
Yeah, look like they're having fun.
I can appreciate and admire a lovely truck.
Yeah, Dalai Lama God says he's pretty sure that Gotti is Aussie, so that plate kind of looks like that. They love to build up them.
Okay. Oh,
Toyotas
that's
and
right. No.
Nissans.
Yes, I'm thinking of someone else. Gatito's in Australia. That's right.
Okay, that makes sense.
I want to say actually he won one of our photography contests once. It took me. Yeah, I remember. He's the one in the hat. I remember him now. I got him mixed up with that guy we have in San Antonio, whose name I don't remember now. There's a few of them.
There we go.
This is what I'm liking to see. So check this out. We got some game cam footage and shots over here. Moneybag Yo's got game cam. Zane's got some game cam. But he's sitting here. Zane is all proud of this buck that he sees coming on. And look how thick that guy is. And then, of course, he's mad. I'm doing this for Zane. So he's not mad, but perturbed that his buddy in Illinois is like, oh, yeah, well, check this out. This is the buck that I'm seeing. So you know what? Zane,
That thing's
just for
nasty.
you, I made your picture bigger just because of that.
Yeah, but that one from Illinois is nasty. Holy smokes.
Yeah,
God.
it's a good deer.
Yeah. Oh, so now let's see which one of these people get one of these game cam photos next to the actual animal after they take it.
That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm looking forward to seeing some of these guys on the wall.
Mhm.
Those are our pictures, and now it is time for us to see who we are going to add to the 2023 Photographer of the Week Wall of Fame. As you can see, we've got some pretty awesome catches that have added up here, and you are going to be, you got to bring something special to the table in order to make it. So this week, what we're going to do, we're going to switch it up a little bit because I want everybody to have a chance. We've got some firsts in the house. We got several firsts in the photography section this week. So we're going to determine who got the best first. Was it AZ with his first striped bass, Clay with his first carp, or Gunpoint Llama with his first pike? Who needs to get added to the wall?
Man, I'm usually pretty fast on this, but Clay's the only one in the picture with this fish. AZ's
True.
fish fills that thing perfectly,
I think AZ's is the best photograph.
right?
Clay's is the biggest. I'm going to be honest. I'm going with Gunpoint because I remember that feeling when I got my first pike. I think it is still like the weirdest fish I have ever caught. Like, I don't know. There's just something exotic about it. I'm going with Gunpoint.
I wish Gunpoint had a better background than the rocks that look kind of blend out the fish.
Yeah. You could go either way with either one
Yeah.
of these. Like, nobody's going to be mad about any one of these guys getting added to the wall.
Going with that striper. I don't think AZ. Well, I don't know if anybody else has made the list of those people, but I don't think AZ has.
Clay's got to win.
Okay.
I think of these three, he's the only one that has a win.
Okay.
Mhm.
Audrey likes that pike also. Man,
I'm taking a look
yeah,
at
you
one,
got
two.
you got to do some counting this time. It is not a blowout.
No, I'm like trying to do the math here as we're sitting here.
If you
Give me
throw the
just a second.
A's out, there's only two A's, so it's between C and B. Yeah.
It's 4-4.
Yeah, it's 4-4. Anybody ain't voted yet? Get your vote in.
It is 4-4. Guys, come on now. Come on.
Somebody. Hey, we put 2 before. There you go. Gunpoint
What do
Llama.
we got here?
Is that your first vote, Gunpoint Llama, with that C? Oh, we got another A.
Gunpoint-
Yeah, it's C's got 5 now.
Yep.
A's got 3. B's got 4.
Gunpoint, that's totally fair, dude. I like that people are honest about that sort of thing. I like that they do this. Like, nobody
Yes.
ever votes for themselves. But, dude,
Absolutely.
you are here. You're out there fishing while you're watching this, and you have a photo in the photo contest. Run with it, man. Take the win.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You should vote for yourself.
Nobody's going to hold that against you.
It looks like. Is it C?
Looks like it. Unless somebody comes in last minute. We got 13 watching, and we got 9, 10, 11 votes.
I'm going to call it.
Call it.
This one's going to Gunpoint. Gunpoint Llama, dude, you are an animal. Keep doing what you're doing. I love that we get to add you to the wall. You deserve it for all the work that you're putting in. Janet, what are you? No, delete that comment, Janet. What are you doing?
Oh, no. She tied it back up, didn't she? we put 2 in before. Good job, Janet.
Good job.
John,
At least we know you're
doing
in
it
there.
here with the last second B. That's fine. You know what? Clay deserves it. He has also put a lot of time in. AZ, our condolences that it was a two-way tie between these guys. Keep doing what you're doing. That was a fantastic catch. Clay, Gunpoint Llama, congratulations, guys. A well-deserved win. We're adding your vote to the wall. And thank you for it. Thank you for everything that you do.
Some great fish.
Yeah.
Good
You
job,
guys did a
Janet.
fantastic job. On that note, we got 2 minutes and we're shutting this thing down. While we're doing that, right now is the time for you to tell us, what are you going to be doing this weekend? What can we expect to see from you next week? We're going to hold you accountable for that. Grant, I'm starting with you. What do you got for us?
Finishing up kitchen. I'm gonna try to go fishing. I haven't talked to anybody that's fished. We got bow season opening up Sunday, but man, it's hot. I don't want to sit in a tree when it's 80 degrees. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Nothing definite yet.
Same here. I've got stuff around here to do. Of course, the boat's being worked on, so the boat's not anything I can do anything about that. I do have the new drone video, should be out by this weekend. I am putting together kind of a montage of the where the heck is the Aquaholic now. Just kind of putting together some of the footage I have already, what happened to it, and why she's where she is now. So I'll probably work on that. I'll probably get that done in the next week or so.
I'm going to try to hammer something out, and then I'm going to go to a YouTube conference next week, and immediately thereafter, I'm driving literally from Dallas straight to Pottery Island for Sharkathon, and I hope to see everybody out there. We're going to be on Pottery Island. Hit me up. You want to get together?
I'll be
do some
down there.
fishing? We'll go have some fun. Yeah, meet up with, it's going to be Ben, John. We're going to pull Grant down. He doesn't know that yet, but we're getting everybody. We're getting the whole crew together. We're going to have a good time with it.
All right.
Somebody picked me up on their private plane on their way down.
There you go.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. We had an absolute blast. Looking forward to seeing all of the amazing things that you do when we get back together again next Tuesday. Have a wonderful weekend. We'll catch y'all next time, guys. Go make something great.
Peace out.
Have a great week.